How you doing, everyone? Welcome back. Well, I can't believe this is still going on. It's been, what, almost a week now? I'm not sure. When did the Olympics start? I don't know. It's been a few days anyway. The opening ceremony. I guess it's only been a couple of days. But still, I mean, the opening ceremony. Okay, now, to be fair, I didn't actually watch it. Alright? But I've seen all the controversy about it. To me, it looked a little bit weird. I didn't understand what was going on exactly, especially from the pictures. And you probably just saw the dog's tail wag right there. That's Molly. She's walking around behind me here. So anyway, the Olympics opening ceremony. Was it an affront to Christianity? Was it mocking the painting of the Last Supper? What if I told you that Christians wouldn't like Leonardo da Vinci? Yeah, he painted the Last Supper. But would they like him, considering he was an atheist? He was gay? Would that be equally blasphemous? I don't know, just a thought, something to think about. An argument could be made, and don't ask me chapter and verse on this, I didn't look it up, but an argument could be made, I believe it's in Exodus, that just the very existence of that painting is blasphemous. I don't know, maybe it is, maybe it's not. I'm not God, it's not my place to say. So, why are people still flipping out about this? Look, if you really think that the organizers of that ceremony made a deliberate attempt to insult 2 billion people in the world, about a quarter of the world's population, or actually a little over a quarter of the world's population, if you really think that that's what they were trying to do, think again, because that's not it. You know what else looks like the Last Supper? Several paintings of Greek mythology. There are paintings very similar of the Greek gods around a banquet table, just like the Last Supper. I mean, what did the Last Supper even look like? What did it look like? Did it look like the painting? I don't know, maybe. We'll never know. Probably not. You realize Jesus in that painting didn't look like that, right? I mean, like the real Jesus wouldn't have looked like that. In fact, the real Jesus, the same people who like to cling to Christianity and still at the same time use their xenophobic and racist rhetoric to keep people out. When Jesus comes back, they're going to be in for quite a surprise, because they won't let them in. They claim that we're taking God out of our schools or whatever, because the Ten Commandments aren't posted in the classrooms. Well, unless you're in Louisiana, but that's a whole other story. I'm getting kind of sidetracked here a little bit. So, the organizers of the Olympics, considering that scene looked very similar to some paintings of the Greek gods around a banquet table, very similar to the Last Supper. Do you really think that it was about mocking Christianity? Or do you think it was about a tribute to the Greek gods? Greek mythology. I mean, think about this. When and where were the first Olympics? The very first Olympics? Greece, maybe? Olympics. Olympus. Mount Olympus. Where Zeus lives. Something to think about. Instead of rushing to judgment and, assuming that it's all about you and they deliberately were mocking you or mocking Christianity. I'll tell you what, if your faith revolves around a painting, you might want to reconsider what you believe. I believe that Jesus is the Savior of mankind. I also believe that that painting is just that. It's art. It's a painting. Nothing more, nothing less. A fantastic painting, a masterpiece, one of the best known works of art the world has ever known. But it's still a painting. Actually, a mural. Actually, I didn't realize until my wife looked it up the other day just exactly how huge that thing is. I mean, starting from this corner, right back over here, right? Going all the way down that way. I've got a wall that goes all the way down, right? It would fill up that entire space. Floor to ceiling. Yeah, it's huge. That's impressive. I've never seen it in person. I want to. I'll have to make my way over there. But yeah, that's impressive. So, were Christians being mocked at the Olympics? Or were the Greek gods being honored? Greek mythology. Because, the original Olympics were a tribute to the Greek gods. There are many images of the Greek gods that look very similar to the Last Supper. And as Americans, we have this nasty habit of making everything about us. We are so egocentric. People by nature are egocentric, but we are so egocentric as Americans that everything has to be about us. We are so focused on our own national identity that we don't realize there's a whole other, rest of the world out there. There are, close to 200 countries in this world. It's not just us. And by the way, Christians, it's not just us. There are people who worship differently than we do, people who believe differently than we do. Are they right? In my opinion, no. But what do I know? I know what I believe. I take it on faith. And people who have different views in matters of faith, they also take it on faith. We can disagree. We don't have to hate each other. And if you really think that the entire purpose of that ceremony was to mock Christians and Christianity, if you think they were mocking God, go look up the history of the Olympics and go look up some of those paintings that resemble the Last Supper, that depict the Greek gods. And when you do, get back to me. I'll see you next time. Thanks.